So this next demo is called Tech Teardown, and it is about mobile phones and what you need to do before you set out to do the demo in the pavilion is make sure that you've got all the items on the inventory. I haven't got the inventory, but there'll be an inventory in the box with every item listed, and you need to check that everything is there. And the main thing is this box, which is a magic box, and it's got a number of items inside. And one thing you need to make sure of before you set out is that the phone is in this bit of the box and not in the hidden compartment bit of the box, which we'll talk about in a minute. But here's the dummy phone. And then before you start the demo, you want to put this in your pocket, and then you're all ready to go. You can put the box back down here, and you can start attracting attention to yourself and start talking to people that are passing by and asking them about their phones and what they like about them and how often they change their phone and whether or not they've got the most up-to-date modern one and what they like doing with them and so on and so forth. And you can talk about how phones are made, perhaps. You could say, what's this? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? It's a cardboard box, yes, that's right. Actually, it's a time machine. Well, we can talk about going back in time to, you're going to send a mobile phone back in time so that it becomes its component parts. And we can look at what goes inside a mobile phone, because there's some incredible things. There's some precious metals which have to be mined. And in mining these things, they have an environmental impact. I haven't learned all the stories in the scripts. You'll need to study that so that you're familiar with the stories and you can answer questions and talk to people about all the different stories. So yeah, there's lots of things in phones like palladium and terbium and gold and all sorts of things. Anyway, once you've got the attention of the audience, you might ask for a phone, because a phone needs to be sent back in time. But you're not going to take a phone from someone in the audience. You're going to produce your own phone, which is this one, not a real phone, and you're going to send it back in time by putting it in this box. So you put it in the box. You have to stick it in like that. And then you might say some magic words, or you might just open it. You might go, okay, let's take it back to when the phone was first made. Oh, the phone has disappeared. That's interesting. And now we have a load of items. Well, what's this? This is some gold. All right, well, where do we use gold in a mobile phone? So gold is actually used in the wires and the connectors in the inside of the circuitry and so on inside the phone. And gold is mined in South Africa, in South America, in Europe, lots of places. Have a look at the script. And in mining it, it produces toxic chemicals and things like cyanide. And yeah, so it's quite a nasty thing to mine. And also it's finite, so at some point it's going to run out, which is, you know, a problem. Copper. Copper is used in the wiring of phones. Copper is a vital element in the production of phones, and we need more copper in phones than any other metal. And because there are millions and millions of people with mobile phones now, we're going to need more and more of this stuff. And extracting it has an impact. Extraction of copper in the mines in Chile, for example, which is the largest supplier, produces a lot of toxic waste, and it's very harmful to the environment. Have a look at the script for more details. Tin. What do we use tin for in mobile phones? Well, tin is used in the smartphone screens, and there's a very thin and transparent layer of tin that's conductive on the touchscreen of the mobile phone. And tin is taken from there's some tin-rich seabeds in some of the Indonesian islands. where they've been dredging the sand and extracting the tin, and that's caused damage to the coral and decimation of the fishing industry in the area. What else have we got? Monazite. Okay, so this little rock here is an example of monazite. I don't know if you can see that, but have a close look. That monazite, what's that for? So monazite is a mineral, and it is used to extract terbium from this. Terbium is used to create the colour inside the screens of phones. And in mining this terbium, you have to use sulfuric acid and other toxic chemicals. In China, there's a lake of toxic sludge which has been produced by the processing of monazite and terbium and various other precious metals. And we're running out. Within 20 or 50 years, the world will no longer have any of it left. Another interesting one is this little shiny stone. I'll show you. You don't have to have it in its plastic wrapping. This incredible looking thing looks like a kind of cross between a piece of metal and a piece of stone. So this stone is cobaltite, and cobaltite is what you get cobalt from. And cobalt is used to coat the wires inside the phones, inside the circuitry, to make them more reliable. And cobaltite is mostly mined responsibly, but there are a small number of places where they use child labour and people dig this stuff out with their bare hands, and yeah, not good. So in summary, a lot of these materials produce toxic waste. Toxic waste is produced, and there are finite resources. They're going to run out. So the messages around this demo are about that, and about why perhaps the next time you want to replace your phone, you should just maybe think about holding on to it for a little bit longer, because the whole mobile phone industry is just not sustainable. Okay, when you've finished this demo, before you put it away, it's a good idea to retrieve the phone from out of the hidden compartment. So just to show you how it works, when the box is folded, it creates this space in here. There's a little hidden compartment which opens up when that bit is folded down, and you need to get the phone out again and then put it in this main bit with all the pieces. That's the first time I've done that. I think it'll get, once you've figured it out, you'll find it a bit easier. Okay.